Okay, good afternoon guys. Today we're going to be making a paracord bracelet like this one here. I've used a carabiner for my clip, but some other people use those plastic clips, male and female, and some people use C loops or D loops, can't quite remember what they're called. Me today I've used this carabiner for mine, but today I'm just going to use this little cheapy one. It's a little bit smaller and I don't know, it's about the same size, but it'll do the same job as this one here. It's just these ones come in handy for my kit. What I've done is I've cut my paracord to the length I want it already, but I'll show you how to do that now for if you're going to make your own. Basically what you want to do is wrap it around your wrist like this, and just make sure you've got a little bit, it's probably a bit too big, but like that. You've got a little bit to spare, and you want to let go. Hold on to obviously where you held it to, so you want that length. What you want to do then is add that bit to about the length of your clip. So then you end up with this amount, and then you want to times that by 10. So get your tape measure, measure it out. Mine is about 9 inches, so you want to times that by 10, and obviously this is about how much you're going to end up with. If you don't have a tape measure, the easiest way to do it is just fold it over like this. 1, down again, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then once you get to 5, hold the middle, let go, do that, and then you're going to come to the other end of your piece of string and paracord, sorry, and then chop it, and you've got your length. So what you're going to do now is put your two ends together. You'd get your lighter and you would melt your ends, which if you can see, don't quite know if you can there, I've already done. So get your ends, hold them together, and find this end. Now this end here you want to put through your carabiner, and put your carabiner through here and pull it tight. That's going to be one end of your carabiner bracelet. Now what you want to do is wrap it around your wrist again, and you're going to sort of guess roughly how much. Bearing in mind you're going to need to leave a little bit of space bigger than you did last time for when it's made like this. It's going to be a bit chunkier. So if I say like about there, I'm going to hold my fingers there and let go. This is where the pen's going to come in. I just want to wrap the pen over where I had it pinched, which was about there, making sure that they are still the same length, nice and tightly together. We're going to have that facing towards us here. Okay, what you're going to do now is make sure you've got one piece of paracord that side and one piece of paracord this side. So what we're going to do is have that tightly around the pen, holding on to that nice and tightly. And then first thing, so you're going to make a loop like this on one side with the side of this side's paracord. It's a bit difficult to do though, this side's paracord, you're going to go under this piece, over this piece, get that right, over, around the back and through this loop, and you're going to pull that through, and then you're going to pull it up to the pen nice and tightly, and that's going to be your first loop of the bracelet, as you can see. So what you've got is you've got this on this side. That's the side you're always going to want to work on, the side with this loop. So then you're going to start that side, make a loop, tuck that round, underneath and through, and pull it tight. And as you can see, put it nice and tight there. As you can see, you've started off the links like this, and once you're just going to keep going with that, so I'll show you a couple more times. Make a loop, over the top, round the back and through, put it tight, push it up at the same time, there we go there, put it tight, push it up, and there you go. So once more, and then I'm going to do the rest and get down to the bottom. We'll show you what to do when we get there. Okay, so got the side with your line, make the loop, over, around the back, and through there. Pull it through, pull it tight, push it up, and that's what you're going to end up with. As you can see, the pattern is starting to emerge, like this one here. Just going to keep doing that all the way down, and once we get to the end, we should do the final piece. So if you just bear with me a second, and I shall finish this up. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've pretty much finished it up here, and it's nice and that's just strong now. As you can see, it's not even bending in the weight. You know, it's going to be tough. So you know, just make sure when you're doing it, keep pushing it, pulling it up. You know, making sure you get up. I've just got a couple more to do down the bottom here, and literally then we're going to finish it up. Just trim the ends off and melt the ends again, and then slide it off the pen, and we'll have enough to finish up, and we'll have a finished bracelet. Okay, let me have a look at this here. Yeah, probably enough to get one more on the end here at a push, but that'll be make it a nice neat finish all the way to the end. Lovely. So there you go, as you can see, all the way to the end. It's going to look absolutely fantastic once it's all done. Just make sure those are nice and tightly done there. Now, oh guys, I've got a little bit left. I mean, if I'd pulled these nice and really tight, pushed them up, you can use all this and you won't have hardly any wastage, or you know, depending on the wrist size, you know, it's always best to have some left over rather than have not enough. Okay, so what we're going to do now is trim them quite close to the edge. Not too close, because remember, you're going to melt the edge. So leave yourself a few millimeters. One there. One in here. And then what we're going to do is... sorry about the camera light, guys. Just want to melt it. Okay, so as you can see, I've melted that there. If I push it down with my finger, no, it's not too hot. That'll make the end nice and flat, so it won't pull through. I mean, that's why you pull it tight, but it shouldn't pull through. But just to make sure, just push the end down slightly. Once it's, give it a blow so it's not as hot. And then just tap the end. It flattens it off, and it makes the end of the rope, the end of the paracord, a bit fatter, and it won't pull out. Okay, so now what we're going to do, slide the pen out, spin it round, and we can clip it in there, and then there you go. There's one finished paracord bracelet. Just pop it on my arm so we can see what it looks like. This is a bit tricky to do, so it's generally helpful if you've got someone else to help you do it. Come on, in you go. There's one and two, and there we have it. This one's actually fits me a lot better than this one. As you can see, this one's quite loose, and this one is nice and snug. So there you go, guys. Doesn't really matter what sort of carabiners you use. This one's just going to give it a nice bit of colour, to be fair. And this one's old and tatty, but yeah. There you go. Hope that helps. Any questions, please comment below. I got the idea from doing this off of a guy called Jester Bushcraft, and what I'll try and do is put his link in the description, and you should check out some of his videos. So I hope this helps, guys, and thank you very much. See you soon.